Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be just a dating video. I do have some footage on my phone. It's me making some food. I have some sourdough that I'll be making when I wake up. So it's exciting that it's prepped. And I'm bringing some of it to class because people want to taste bread, and I am sharing some of my sourdough starter so that the starter is basically ready to go. You just have to feed it here and there and um, bring it out when you're, um, well, a little before you're ready to use it. I say a little before, but it depends. For me, it's around uh, I would say like 4 to 7 hours for prepping, just because it's a shorter amount of time when my parents are here. They're away right now. Um, but when it's just me, I tend to keep the place cooler, so it takes longer for the starter to wake up and to be ready after feeding it. So if I'm looking past the screen, I do have something playing because I'm in the guest room right now, and um, I there's a TV in this room. I just didn't want it to be like a black screen, and I just have it on a movie. And I tend to be a, I don't know if you want to say like a cartoon watcher. I do watch like a lot of animated films. So this is The Willoughbys. So it's another children's film, but I tend to go for that um, genre. I don't know if it's a genre, but um, so sometimes I'm like reading the screen. I already watched the movie a couple times, but once I like a movie, I usually have it in the background at some point. But I wanted to at least do some crafty thing with my sewing. I am at a good place with it right now in terms of cutting. Well, I have the patchwork skirt mainly cut up. I think I'm gonna uh, switch some out because I technically have all of them ready, but I got fabric the other day from a quilt shop, and I wanted to use some of the fabric in the skirt, but otherwise, those are going to be put together. I am thinking I'm going to put together the other project before, because, well, it's a smaller project, but I really want to have it, even though I could have purses. I'm making another bag, and I wanted one with a zipper. So I do have some half square triangles cut up for the pattern, and it's for one side. I feel like I'm gonna do the disappearing squares on the other side. I thought it was like a cool concept where you're taking multiple squares and then um, like you're cutting it, and then but you're not cutting it as if you're making them separate squares, you're cutting into other parts of the squares, and then you're flipping them so that it's more abstract, but at the same time, it's kind of like formatted too. So I thought that was cool, and I feel like I want to do that. I feel like it could be for this project because I don't have enough fabric of the for the half square triangles to do like the full bag for it, but I'll see. I did make some video of it, but I didn't want to separate the stuff. I'm in the process of trimming stuff down, so it's on a towel right now because I I've been ironing on it. I had to double check, but so far I haven't had a problem ironing on towels. Um, but I'll look and then I can yell at myself if I'm not supposed to do that because my mom has the ironing board, but it's in their bedroom, so I don't take it. But the smaller pieces are the ones that I have trimmed down already. So I'm super, super excited about this. And I might have, so I definitely have more fabric of the blue and the yellow, but I use it for a lot of things that I kind of want to save it for something else. But I'll see what I want to do, but I consider it one of my dream projects because I really wanted to do it as soon as I saw it. I actually inverted the colors to see which way I would want the colors to be, and I decided on the blue being like the main one since it's the color that's in the middle, right? Let me just double check. Yeah. So now I think I might just knit a little. I don't know how long I'm gonna knit. I might not. Oh, my other laptop is there because I literally just put it there and forgot. Um, I've been working on the Olympian sweater. It's been nice. The main thing with this is that I'm still on the repeat, and I'm not like a knitter that usually does like a lot of repeating patterns. So this is a free pattern. I'm down here. Sorry. I'm gonna do my nails today. Since I'm bringing bread in and I'm baking bread, I didn't want to do it like during the process of me like making the stuff. So I'm actually gonna do them today. So I'm in this area, but you have to like repeat it a couple times. And with patterns, I usually do something where you're um not really repeating stuff. Like you might have a couple of those where you do some of the same things here and there, but ultimately it's kind of different. So I have like 3 more inches to go, and then I can move. Well, technically I had to do a partial of the repeat, and then it goes to the next section where it trying, or I don't know, it's like goes inward like that to make the shapes here. And oh, I have it in my Patreon bag. He's a good boy, or I didn't check the gender, but he helps in the war. Let me see. Jack Russell Terrier employed as a detection dog and mascot for State Emergency Service of Ukraine. Oh my god, so sad. Now I was like, oh, okay, so that denies reports about the death of Patron the dog. That was earlier this year. So hopefully things are okay with Patron. It says denying reports. Fake news. Perfectly fine, alive, healthy, and continuing to prepare. Oh my god, I'm sorry with me reading. Perform his important duties and wishes everyone a happy new year. That was this year. So I am that person that if a dog or animal dies in the movie, I'm just gonna be like sobbing the whole movie. That's why I just like um I'm kind of picky about like shows that I watch or movies that I watch. Anything that I watch in general, I tend to like get too invested in the storyline and get so like just like that. Oh, and I do have the blue. This is the ones that I'm showing are like they're Ukrainian yarn. So these I call them eggs. And this I woke up early today, like around 9 because I thought there was going to be an early live stream for a Tour de Fleece for one of the YouTubers that I watch for like that does the spinning, weaving, knitting, um, crocheting, and sewing. And I don't think there was a live stream today. And I heard Tuesday was the rest day. I think they're going along with the sport. So I'll see. And then I tried to just go on with my day and study. You could tell that I was just not um awake yet because I was trying to go through my studies. And one section was like a PowerPoint, and I was like, on PowerPoint slide 18 for like an hour because I kept like dozing off and like waking up and falling asleep and um but I got through it eventually. Just trying to read the work to see where I am. I don't know how it's gonna be since I'm gonna do my nails. But I have my externship coming up, like not soon. Oh, they're like to the class if you're on like if you're smoking weed or something to stop right now because they're gonna do the drug tests in whatever time span and it's sorry, it's my hair. It wouldn't be good to continue before or during this time. And they're talking about externships too. So I don't know what I wrote. To get in certain externships, you have to maintain um, a certain GPA and have good attendance. And so right now, I qualify. So I'll just keep it up. And I do want to go to a challenging one because I want to get the experience. And as for the nails, I don't know how like regular nail polish is, but if you're doing like acrylic, well, they say in general just to not have it, even though some workplaces don't mind it. Um, like if you're doing sterile compounding, at least some of the products that we've used to even wash our hands, like it takes the acrylic off pretty quickly because in general to take off the acrylic at home you could soak your nails in acetone and you're not even soaking your hands for that long. You're um doing it for what like the time span when you're washing your hands, so it would vary, but in general around for the initial the first scrub of the day for your hands would be like 2 to 4 minutes. And then after that, they're like saying happy birthday twice for washing your hands. But it like just cracks it, like literally cracks the acrylic, and it just chips right off. So let's see. I have been studying, of course. Then I figured I would knit a little bit. I still have my index cards in front of me. Antihistamine allergia. That's the classification and indication of some of them, if I said it correctly. Corticosteroid seems pretty close to the English. If not, I don't really see it being that different at all. Mm. So right now making, I've been going by 2 index card sections at a time because I shouldn't be super backed up. Like I review the section that's coming up because I had the summer break for a week and I didn't feel like there was a need for me to just not have done like caught up or um, done more of my work. I would have gone further into the section with like reading and doing the other assignments, but it was locked until like a day or two before class, so I couldn't see it. But I could see the index cards because I saw it, like I printed out the PDFs. I would say I'm gonna finish, well, at least one, the main side that I'm working on by the end of the week, because it does take me a while to trim the squares off, because I'm doing little by little, because I do want it to be um, like a cohesive and the half square to really be a half square. Like sometimes you might make it uneven, and I'm trying to make it so that they go together. I'm I keep like rewatching videos on adding a zipper. I'm sure I'm making it a lot harder than what it is, but I just want to make sure that I add a zipper because that was like the main thing. You would think I know the pattern by now. I do know some of the repeat. Well, it's not like a repeat, but well, the whole thing that I'm doing is a repeat, but um, the next round is slightly different. than this round, but these two rounds are kind of close. Yeah, my hair. Luckily, I have been wearing my bandana while I'm making food because it keeps my hair out of it. So this is the nail that's commando right now. And I'll do something with it. And this is the inside, so you can see my floats. I honestly could stop it at the point where it's at and then just go on to the other part of the sweater because I don't usually knit my garments like full length, but this one I'm gonna make full length. Because it's like at a good length right now for me. A, it's already a size up, and this is a unisex size. I think I'll go, maybe I'll do like 5 more minutes. Because sometimes the video takes a while to upload. Oops. And sometimes it takes like literally less than 10 minutes. So I don't know what's going on with the internet. Because it's not just with me. Like the school has had problems with their internet that they've um addressed with us. So I sometimes like see if I can make it a little bit shorter. I feel like this will be like a nice sweater for the winter though. And for my bags that are kind of worn and they're like mainly fabric, I was kind of thinking maybe at some point if they get too worn that I would use the fabric for a project. And I think it would be nice because I do really love the bags and I tend to use them until I can't use them anymore. Well, I guess I could use them, but they're tethered at that point. No, I really love the way that it's turning out. So I'll keep going until I could get past the repeat and then get to the rest of the sweater, which will be more fun for me. I mean, I do have a lot of fun with this too, and I don't need to race to get this one done because that's what I tend to do. I like to continuously knit. Um, but when I have the schoolwork, I tend to um, not knit as much, but sometimes I pick it up here and there when there's a lecture that's online that I could just watch and knit while I'm doing it. So I have this sheet. I have to find the other one. There we go. But it has been hot lately. I don't really leave the house. I feel like the warmest I would do is like around 90. Sometimes 100 doesn't feel too well. I it's still hot, but it's not like as hot but then other times it feels a lot hotter. Um and it's been kind of consistent for it to be around 110 degrees, 110, 112. And this is like throughout the whole day. Like even at night it's like 100. Like the other night, like 11 o'clock, it was like still 100 degrees out. So it doesn't really give you much relief. But for me, it just means that it's colder inside because the AC kicks in more. So at least there's that. And it takes me a while to like get ready because, or to even go out because if I go out, like it involves me like going outside, and I try to not go. I have to get the trash and recycle bins back because I put it in. It's not like an alleyway, but it's the side of the house and it's locked up. And I had to unlock it and put the bins in there. So, been some progress. Not too much lately, but I have other projects going along. Some knitting, but mainly sewing, and it's been nice because um this year, well, around the holidays, I got one of the Singer sewing machines, and then the older one, and then a couple months later, I got the featherweight because it's lighter and easier to carry around, and um some might think, why would you want the featherweight? Because the modern machines are a lot lighter than the older machines. I do prefer the older machines, but my other older one is 40 pounds. So it's not fun to carry around. And the featherweight is around like 11 pounds. So I do feel like I'm getting my money's worth with it because I was like thinking about it, and my featherweight was like basically $100 less than other featherweights on the market. And I mean, that's without auctioning or anything. Like, if you're trying to do like the bidding wars on eBay, they're like people like go hard with them, especially the last couple of seconds. Like, for the longest time, you don't see anybody bid on it, but if like you could see like it's a good price for it, or not even what other places have it for, like less than half of it. But towards like the very last couple seconds, like literally like 5 seconds, and even like to the two and the one, that's when everyone, or the people that know, that have done these things before, that's when they start bidding on it, and they bid like crazy at the end, and it's stressful. So I just got mine at the price that I got it at. It's still like cheaper than what you would normally pay for, just because it was said that it's not like a showcase sewing machine, which um it's mainly a piece that is, I could have been knitting, but it's okay. Uh it was like with um the light on the sewing machine, there's a piece I think that's missing, but the it's like I got it from a sewing machine repair. I don't know if it's like a repair shop, but well, I guess like Adrian really, they repair sewing machines, and the sewing machine shop is in Canada, and they actually work with I feel like they're pronounced Mennonites. So, um, more like of a I don't want to say, well, is it a preserved community? So, I like when I saw it, even online, like you could barely see where it is because the area is covered with, uh, is it electric tape? Like a black electric tape because the sewing machine's black. And when I see it now in person, I barely see it too. And I was asking about that area specifically, and they said that like it just needs like one cosmetic part for it. And they said an Etsy seller has it, but right now I'm like, whatever. If they said the only thing was like maybe dust would get in that area, but I've been okay with it being out, and haven't really had a problem with, or I haven't had a problem with that type of thing. The only thing is I had to air it out in the beginning because the other thing was, I don't know if somebody like got it out of their basement, or not well, maybe basement, or somewhere where it was in an area for a long time where it got really musky. So I still had to air out my box for it. But other than that, the sewing machine it's been airing out for a while. So for the most part, it kind of smells like regular stuff, but um, I had to see how to clean like those types of antiques because I don't want to have something that's too like aggressive or it might cause some like eroding of some sort. So that's been fun. And then the spinning, I have been spinning for most days. I don't spin too long, but it's nice that I'm getting through a little bit of the fiber that I have. And that's if the um, fiber that I'm spinning is going to be for my next woven scarf. And that means I had to finish the scarf that's on the loom right now. And I'm not super far off from finishing it. But I know if I finish it, I'm going to want to put another project on there. And I don't know. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.